everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am coming on with some projects for Scrap Diva Designs. I made these projects using some of the dies from the August release. They will be linked down below on the scrapdivadesigns.com website. My referral link is there. If you place an order through that link, it does give me a commission, which helps me out. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it when you use that, truly. And you can always use my coupon code at checkout, Strawberry Cream, to save yourself 10%. All right, so I will show you the die, show you my projects, go through them, take some measurements. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. So I made a few projects using two of the new die sets. And the first one is this one. It's called the Library Card Pocket, and it comes with all of these dies. Sorry, it's not on straight, but you get the gist. This is the main die, and this forms a pocket, very simple. When you cut it out, the score is here, so you fold it up, and then it closes the sides with those tabs. So you've got a pocket. And then there are all these fun things to embellish it. This is like the background or the backing of your pocket, if you choose to use that. It's got a really nice like scalloped eyelet edge. And then there's a layering piece here. You could either glue that down or not, and that way it can come out of your pocket. I'll show you on mine. Here's a layering piece for the front of the pocket. There are also, there's a hole die and then reinforcements for that hole in case you want to make it into like a tag. And then there are a couple of borders, like different styles you could put on the bottom of the pocket. And then these you could either like make them into slits or make them into like borders as well. I did use one of them to make a slit, so I'll show you how that works. And yeah, let's go through them. So I made two different ones. The first one, I used Scrap Diva Designs new papers. And that one, let me show you the paper first. In case you haven't seen it yet, I did do a flip through on my August release video, but it's 12 by 12 Be Happy, and it's such a cute collection. It's got really pretty papers, dark purples, lighter purples, blues, yellows, blacks. It's just a really neat color combination and super cute graphics. And I also used the ephemera set from that, and it's so full. I just used a couple of them, but it's the Be Happy ephemera set or die cut pack, and that will be linked down below as well. So this is the first one. Let me take these out so you can see everything. Okay, so this is the tag itself. So adorable, right? So I used just some like yellow heavyweight paper to make the pocket. And then I did all the fun layering with the papers from Scrap Diva Designs. And that's where I used some of the die cuts, and then this too, this Just Be You sentiment. And I fussy cut this paper here with the die so you could see those cute little bees right there. And then I added a cabochon, a flower cabochon. I think I got it from Temu. And here's one of those pretty borders that I think I used. Yeah, I used this one here. Not really a border, but it's just kind of a layering piece for the pocket, so it looks like a border. And I did cut out that pretty eyelet backing out of some nice like violet purple paper. And this one I did cut a hole. I didn't use the whole die. You can if you want to. I just used my crocodile, and then I did cut out a reinforcement there with that same like black glitter paper that I used there. And I think it's so cute. I popped this up on some foam tape to give it a little bit of dimension. Strung a couple of satin ribbons through the top just to make it into a tag. And that's it. And so you can fit in. I did do some, I took some of the cut apart tags from the paper pad. These all come from the paper pad. And I did punch holes through the centers too. And then they fit perfectly inside this little pocket here. So what a fun way to gift some tags to a crafty friend. Of course, you could put whatever you want in here. It'd be a great size for a gift tag, or, you know, package up some ephemera or treats or something. It doesn't leave, like, it's not gusseted, so it's not, you know, really big, but, you know, you could definitely fit some paper things. So this one is, let's see, the backing is about 4 3/4 top to bottom. And then side to side, it is about not quite 3.5 inches. So it's just such a cute size, and it gives you a lot of decorating room, which is very nice. And then I made another one with a different paper collection, and this one I put a slit into it like I mentioned. Okay, sorry, I ran out of space again. I got to do something about my phone. But anyway, this is the second version, and this one I used a paper collection from Prima called the Home Baker, and it's so cute. It's just like kind of country looking, baking themed with a lot of mice and stuff in it. So I just wanted to make like a cute little pocket with that theme. So this one I used some coppery paper, and I used a different border than this one. I used this shape of the border to finish off the pocket. And there's some ephemera that I popped up on some foam tape. And let's just go in the back. I wanted to show you how I made a little pocket here with one of the slit dies. So I used this one, and all you do is put it on top of your paper, of course, before you glue everything together. And if you put this down, it just cuts out a pocket. And I just put in a couple of stickers from the collection, just as like a little surprise in the back. And then on the front, let me take these out. I made, well, oops, hang on one sec. I dropped something. Okay, I dropped a piece of the ephemera that I was including, but I made these little recipe cards, and I did them on my Leanne PixCut machine, and it makes like little sticker recipe cards. So I just put those in here with the, coordinating colors to go with this. And then the rest that's in the pocket are more pieces of ephemera from the collection, all cooking themed, just like the collection is. So this is what the pocket looks like without anything in it. And I did add a slit here as well, but this insert here, this layering piece, is not long enough for the pocket to just cut it into a pocket. So it just kind of cut the two pieces in half. So what I did was I took the top piece and glued it right onto my backing. And then this piece here, I didn't glue this part. I just glued around the edges, so it does make another pocket. So this one has two different pockets, and I think it came out super cute this way too. So, just showing you like different themes you can use, different ways to use the slit dies. You can make a whole bunch of pockets. You could do something like this with, more than one, and you could put more on the back as well. So it's just up to you, depending on how you want to do it. And if you noticed, I did not add a hole on this one. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a tag or not, so I just left it off. So those are the two library card pockets I made, and I think they came out super cute. All right, let's move on to the next project. And that is using this die set, and this is called the 5x7 Clipboard. So this is fun because you can make it into a clipboard, of course. It's such a big, versatile kind of piece. You could do lots of different things with it. You can make mini albums, you can make them frames. I made a couple of different kind of things to show you. So it comes with this huge outer piece, and then a smaller layering piece that's stitched. And then it comes with a smaller rectangle, and then a smaller layering piece that's stitched as well. And then it comes with all sorts of like bulldog, or I keep forgetting if they're bulldog or bullnose clips. I'll look that up. But anyway, it comes with all different sizes of the clips, and you could use them as decorations. You can make them kind of functional. It comes with this cute pencil die with all sorts of layering pieces for that too. So it's just fun. Let me show you what I did. I made a frame, and then I made like a little recipe stand kind of thing. So let me show you the frame that I made first. And this one I used the Doodlebug collection called Berry Sweet, and came out this year, and I love it. Of course, it's strawberry themes and Doodlebug, so I had to get it. So yeah, I made mine into a frame. So how I did that was, for the frame piece, this frame here, I used the larger stitched piece, and then I used the smaller stitched piece. And I taped them together on my cutting plates before they went to my die cutting machine. And then I put the strawberry paper on top of that to cut out the frame. And before I took it off the cutting plate, I also cut out some foam board from a Walmart. I almost said Wegmans, but Walmart, to make it into, to raise it up a little bit. And that way it keeps the size the same for both the paper and the foam board. And then I layered that with some acetate. For the backing, I put in another piece of Doodlebug paper and a cut apart too. I left a hole in the top, which you can't see right now because I have this clip here, but there's a piece that's not glued, so you could slide a picture down in there, and it should fit a 5x7 picture, or maybe 4x6. Let's see. Yeah, more of a 4x6. So this is about 6 inches, the opening that I made, by 4 inches. So yeah, it'll be perfect for a 4x6 picture. And then I added some ephemera from the collection as well. These are strawberry stickers from Doodlebug. I added some Lawn Fawn clear glaze onto some of the pieces to give them some texture and dimension. I added some glitter. And then here's one of those cute little clips that come with the collection. And this is the largest one. I just cut out 2 of them and glued them together. And I use removable tape, or removable tape on both sides, the front and the back, so that you could open it and then slide the picture into there. But I'll just keep it closed for now. And I did add a little piece of red floral paper behind the heart, otherwise it's open, and I just wanted to close that up. So isn't that cute? I added some pom-pom trim, as you can see. I just glued that on with Fabri-Tac all the way around. I thought it just needed a little something, a little texture, something different. And I think that really adds to it. You could add like a stand here or something, but I figure you could just like prop this up and display it that way. So this, let's see, not with the pom-poms, of course. It is about 6 3/4, give or take, by 4 7/8 from side to side. And that's using, this is not the biggest die. This is the smaller one that, well, it's the layering piece for the biggest die. I did use the biggest die in my next project, so I will show that to you. But yeah, that's my first one, just something different. And then a completely different style is my next project. And like I mentioned, that's like a little recipe stand. So here this is, and I put it landscape instead of portrait because I wanted to showcase these recipe cards. And these are from a collection. Well, it's an older paper pad from Michaels. I'll show it to you. It's called Holiday Spice. It came out a few years ago. I love this paper pad. It came out in 2021, I guess a while ago. Boy, these years just fly by. But anyway, I wanted to use something with recipes, and this paper pad had the perfect size recipe cards inside that are cut aparts. And if you could see, it's stitched here because I used the stitched inner die to cut over it, and it just left a teeny bit cut away with the die on it, so it was the perfect size for this. So so I used the smaller die for that, and then for the outer part, the clipboard part, I used the largest die and then the layering piece with the stitch layer. So this one with that large die measures 7 by 5, just like the name says. And I did another one of those large clips, although this one I cut, I folded the paper in half and then cut it kind of like a card, so it opens at the fold and it didn't cut the top part here. And then to keep the recipe card in place here, I added 2 little corners of acetate. You can't really see it under this orange, but just to kind of hold the recipe card, like while you're, making your recipe or whatever. I thought it needed a little something else, so I went digging into my prim bin and I found this homespun ribbon, or fabric. I just cut a little square there, and then I had this stack of like dried orange peels and lemon peels, or not peels, just slices really. I think I got that at Home Goods at Christmas time. It smells so good. So I glued that onto there, and a couple of like faux beads there. Not beads, berries, faux berries. And I just glued it onto the acetate pocket, the triangle pocket there, so it wouldn't like touch the paper and leave any oils or anything. So that's what the front looks like. And then the back, I made this little pocket. I just kind of winged it, made a pocket, added a cut apart from that paper collection, and then I added some more recipe cards. And that way, you could put some recipes on here. Isn't that paper so cute? And then whoever gets this, when they're like actually making the recipe, can put the one that they're making here on the front and keep the rest in the back. So I thought that was just like a fun idea. And do I have anything else to show you on this one? No, I think, oh, I wanted to show you, I made a little pencil too that came with the die set. I just didn't really have anywhere to put it on my project, but I wanted to show it to you how cute it is. Look, isn't that so cute? All those are layering pieces that come with the die. Let me measure this. I really regret not being able to put this anywhere because it's adorable, but it is about 2 7/8 inches by about a little bit over 1/4 of an inch. So I don't know, maybe this could go like over here or something. Maybe I could tuck it in there. I don't know, we'll just tuck it in there for now. So yeah, I love like the prim kind of country look of this. This just kind of goes with the colors in my house. But again, I also love like the fun, whimsical look of this one, and this one goes more with my craft room aesthetic. So, you know, I'm kind of all over the place with my tastes, but hopefully there's something for everyone here, and I hope you guys like these. So yeah, everything will be linked down below, my referral link, my coupon code. Thank you for using that, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear what you think about these projects. And I'll be back soon, of course, with more crafty videos. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.